Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. You guys know the deal. So, what's up, everyone? Just so that you're aware, I'm just now getting set up, so please bear with me. Today has been a day. How's everyone doing over there? And what we will be discussing today is Mars is retrograde. And it's in the sign of Leo. Okay? Leo is a fire energy. So we'll be discussing that. Hold on, let me get these lit. First of all. I should have done this prior, but I got distracted. Okay. So Mars is in the sign of Leo, you guys, and it's gone retrograde. This actually started on December 6th, and it's going to go all the way up until February 24th of 2025. Okay, so we're going to have a thrill with this energy. Buckle up. So what we're going to be discussing is I'm going to give you a little bit about Mars energy, you guys. We're going to talk about the collective energy, also what themes to expect as well. Of course, I'm going to teach you how to work with this Leo energy while Mars is retrograding. Then I will tap into a collective spread. I will also then do your rising signs, okay? So if you know your rising sign, I'm gonna let you know what house that's hitting for you and how to work with this energy specifically for you. And if you want a personalized reading, you guys can go to vixenafterdark.com to get that when I go more in detail with your natal chart, okay? After that, I'll probably do a one card pull for each sign, and we'll definitely close it out, okay? So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your water. Let's go. All right, guys, and let's pull up the charts, right? So let's pull it up here. All right, guys, so right now, currently, we're in Saturn hell. The moon is in the sign of Aquarius right now, 13 degrees, which is ruled by Saturn. Some say Uranus, but it's Saturn, honey, okay? Remember, we are in Sagittarius season, so lots of fire because we have Mercury in Sagittarius also, which is retrograde, and now that Mars is also in the sign of Leo. So let's go ahead and really discuss this, you guys. Let's see. You know what's funny? If you go, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do the what is that website? StreamYard, so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, next video we'll do it. So going to, the way that you know what's going on is going to the retrograde planets. So Mars retrograde, December 6th. Okay. Today is the 5th that you're watching this video. So it's going to go retrograde tomorrow, depending on where you're at in the world. Okay, just FYI. So we're getting in on this early. That way we know how to boss up. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and tap in since we have the charts here. I do have the comments pulled up. This is a live video. So after the live video is typically when I will do the timestamps. That way you can refer back to a piece in the video that you want to refer to. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got cooking. So just so you guys are aware, Mars going retrograde in the sign of Leo in Sagittarius season. It's trying to like rev up your car at a stoplight and you're not going anywhere. It's all fire, okay? But right now in a retrograde season, it's as if you're being told to just really chill just when you probably are on the brink of wanting to make your grand move on something, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, okay? So we're going to dive into the collective energy to tell you what's coming your way and how to ride this cosmic wave like a boss, okay? But first I want to talk a little bit about Mars energy. So let's talk about Mars really quick. Right now, it's 6 degrees in the sign of Leo. So remember, Mars is the planet of action, okay? Your energy, how you move, how you check, how you drive, okay? It's really how you fight for what it is that you want in on this ghetto earth, okay? Mars is like that friend who hypes you up and says, let's go, let's do it, let's do this, you got this, boom, bam, pow, right? That's Mars energy, okay? Whether it's you're chasing your goals, you're trying to go after someone, you're standing up for yourself, you know, you chasing the bag, whatever it is, how you handle anger, it's like, okay? That's Mars energy. So, but here's the thing, Mars doesn't do just chill vibes, okay? And you'll probably know this based on knowing what your Mars sign is in, if you know your natal chart, okay? So, Mars is very raw, it's very impulsive type of an energy, and it really loves a challenge, okay? So, how do you handle this depending on your Mars sign? Well, let's say, for example, you got Mars in Aries, then that means you're quick to act on things without thinking of the consequences. Let's say you have Mars in Cancer, you might fight, you know, when you get your feelings hurt. Let's say you have Mars in Libra, you know, you try to play fair with everyone around you, but low key petty if you get pushed. Okay. So Mars shows you how to go after what you want. And that's kind of what lights your fire, putting fire under your butt. Okay. So next time you feel fired up and ready to pop off, think, what is my Mars up to? Okay. That's the blueprint for your drive. However, we're going to go into the collective as a collective while Mars is in Leo going retrograde. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Now, this is big fire energy since we're in Sagittarius season. Sun, Mercury, Mars, all this fire is playing out right now. North Node is in fire energy as well. So we got a lot of fire, okay, as far as things that we do every day, all day. So Mars in Leo is really just that bold, I'm a star energy. Where's my mic? Where's my lights? Where's the stage? Y'all better notice me. I'm here. Hello. Okay, that's the kind of energy Mars is in. It's very passionate. It's all about action and maybe even sometimes a little bit of drama. Okay, but when retrograde hits, it's kind of like you're the star of the show, you're on stage, and it's like pause, right? So you might feel the heat more so internally because it's retrograding, but channel it outward the way that you want, okay? So now we mix that with Sagittarius season, which is all about freedom, you know? Sagittarius like to be free. They don't like to be put in a box. They have this vision. They want to play it out, see it out, whether it's just going on vacation or going for a drive or taking a trip or learning something, no matter what it is. Sag wants to see that shit play out, okay? It's like shooting your shot at something. Baby, this energy is giving frustrated go-getters, and I'm one of them. So people will be, right now during this time, will be wanting to make these big, gigantic moves, but it feels like you might be tripping over your own ego. You might have, you know, some people might just be very impatient. And also maybe there's some type of planning that might get disrupted. So let's kind of talk about that. I want to talk about what themes that, you know, to look out for that you may face during Mars retrograde, okay? Now, looking at the aspects that are playing out here, these are the themes that you should probably expect to play out or have already played out. Love you. Love you. Power struggles, right? Mars has got that action energy, wants to control stuff. So folks are really trying too hard to flex, but end up looking super extra, pretty much. I feel as if here, many of us will be re-evaluating whatever it is that you're passionate about, okay? Are you chasing clout? You know, are you going after your true calling? Like, what are we doing here? Mars in retrograde in the sign of Leo will expose that fake confidence that people have been posting online. Okay. Now, the collective mood swings that could be played out as well. The vibe might swing between let's go, let's do this, we got this, yeah. And then it might switch to why is everything on hold right now? Why is everything slow right now? Why are we slowing down? Why isn't this moving? Why aren't they doing any fast enough? You know, it could be that energy. So that's where the frustration starts to boil. Frustration will be in the air, okay? You probably already experienced this already, but what that's teaching us is patience, okay? So let's kind of talk about what you personally might face. I would say with Mars and Leo retrograding, you might have some creative blockages. You might be looking for advice out there on, you know, how to make your next move or how to do something, or getting people's opinion on how to do something. You know, it's kind of like you're kind of itching for the 2 cents because you might be a little bit blocked, okay? If you're trying to shine or you're trying to make moves in whatever passion projects that you have going on right now, you know, there could be some delays, there could be self-doubt creeping in, but don't trip, because you got to use this time to really refine your vision, okay? This is what the retrograde is doing. Now, there could be some ego checks as well, okay? If your pride has been running the show, let me tell you, this retrograde will humble you and you will have several seats. Okay? Um, very humble. It will humble you in the most theatrical way possible. Okay? Because also remember, Mercury is in Sagittarius retrograding. That's communication and thoughts, right? Put this all together. Okay? So then also on top of that, there could be tension in relationships. The sun is also in Sagittarius as well, while Mars is retrograding. So the tension here, because we also have Venus leaving Capricorns at the tail end, but it's checking out, okay? It's in an earth energy at that. So the tension in relationships, remember, Leo rules the heart, but then Mars retrograde might stir up some old arguments, might stir up a little bit of envy, a little bit of jealousy, or just maybe some unresolved issues might kind of like pop off and pop up. Okay, just FYI. Oh, let me raise this a little bit. Okay, there we go. Also, too, if you probably may have been feeling as if you have a dip in your energy, okay? You might feel physically drained, you know, you might feel unmotivated because it's retrograding, it's going inward, right? You might not feel that motivated to really handle certain type of situations that are going on. So I would say during this time, during a retrograde, this is where you want to listen to your body saying rest, take a nap, take a moment, take a breather, do something for yourself, maybe take your eyeballs off the phone, or, you know, if you're always scrolling or always working on a computer all day, you know, this is the energy to really listen to yourself, especially listening to your body, because ailments as well, that we are in the winter season too, where it's, you know, all the weather's jacked up right now. This is not the time to really force things, okay? So let's kind of tell you what to watch out for, all right, with this energy. When you learn how to watch out for certain energy, you know that it's already playing out. So therefore, you can actually make sure your reaction and response isn't all crazy willy-nilly. You can just be like, oh, you know, Mercury retrograde, oh, Mars retrograde, oh, all this fire energy. And it's like, you know, kind of what to expect, so you don't let it get to you, okay? So really what to watch out for, like I said, remember, Leo energy loves the spotlight, loves the lights in the mic and the stage, front center stage, attention seeker energy, right? So imagine not having that and everything's on pause, like the tape is stopped, cut, you know, like everything's on pause because it's retrograding. So you can imagine there could be tons of drama kings and queens that are roaming everywhere. There could be people's egos are just ginormous. Pride and ego, they might walk around feeling entitled. Okay, you guys probably seen this at work, or, you know, I don't know, just going to the gas station, grocery store, restaurant, whatever. Friends, even family members. You might even be a drama king or queen yourself, you know, have a little moment or two. Okay, so people's egos are going to be louder than their actions right now during this time, especially looking at these aspects. Don't forget, Jupiter's also retrograding. which expands all of this. And it's in the sign of Gemini. Whole nother story, but that's still pulling that energy. So watch out for folks who overpromise but under deliver. That's them talking that talk, just saying some shit. That's like someone saying, oh yeah, I got that, oh I can do that, and then just never follow through. Okay, then that can piss some people off. This is where the overreactions could come. Here comes the Mars energy and a fire sign coming through, pushing through. Both you and other people, you know, might turn something so minuscule, something so minor and small into a big colossal mess. Okay, it could turn into a full-blown soap opera for no reason whatsoever. It could be an argument over the smallest thing. Why'd you take out the trash? I told you to take out the trash. Because there's fish in it. I don't want to smell it. Oh my God, why'd you take it out? You should have taken it out. Why'd you take it out? It could be like a 10-minute argument over something stupid when there's other big things going on in the world. So little like tit for tats could be playing out as well. So what you will want to do is just when you see this playing out, I'd be quiet, stay grounded, and don't feed the flames, because this is a fire energy in a fire season. So remember, this shit's on fire. Everything's fire right now, okay? So the littlest thing you put in a fire, what does it do? Burn. It just goes up in the air. Quick, fast, right? So this is where reckless behavior can come into play, okay? Sagittarius season is having people just feeling really impulsive and feeling as if they can do everything high and mighty with tons of confidence and with a ton of energy. Even yourself, have you seen yourself, you know, having a lot of energy to kind of just get a lot of things done? And then something can happen where it just, what? Why that? What? Oh, hell no. You know, like what? So the retrograde is the warning. Okay, knowing that it's retrograde, now that you know this, now you can sit back and think it through, right? If someone just pushes your buttons or something happens or you get thrown a wrench, you can really think it through. And don't let hype lead you to a place of regret, because knowing that Mercury in Sagittarius is retrograding as well, the things we say and think about and all the things, we can't take that back. And now that Mars is retrograding, the planet of action, how you react and respond, yeah, you might want to think about that, okay? Also, too, old flames could be resurfacing. It's retrograde energy that we're in. We've got Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and even you can call it North Node, Chiron. We're in retrograde season, guys. So, and Leo's romantic. So I have to put this in. It sounds a little cliche, but it's true because it rules the 5th house of romance, okay, and creativity and all the things. So that could happen. You know, an ex might pop back up, or somebody from the past. It doesn't have to be an ex. It could be an old friend or an old work buddy or co-worker or whatever. Somebody from a long time ago you met and they just pop up, or you just run into them, or you see them in passing. It can just happen for some reason. It just happens, okay? So ask yourself, do I really want that smoke again? Do you want that smoke again? I don't think you do. So I would just back all the way up, right? So let me tell you how to work with this energy though, like a pro, straight up. So now that you know Mars is retrograding in a fire sign during a fire season, okay, reflect, don't react. Okay, retrogrades slow us down for a reason, you guys. Okay, think before you pop off, aka, okay, or think before you make any major, huge decisions. Really do research, reflect. It's all the rewords, just to get yourself to really bounce back in a more powerful way when it goes direct. Okay, so it's kind of like you got the bow and arrow and you're pulling it back and you're pulling it back and it's so hard. It's like 40-pound weight and you're pulling it back and it's just like, ugh, right? This is what we're in right now. When it goes direct, all that shit's gonna go, okay, forward. So this is where you want to practice patience, okay? Frustrations, what is that ringing? frustrations are lessons in disguise right now. Okay, so I would just say chill out and really just trust the timing of everything, you know, because it's definitely setting you up for some bigger wins later if you just learn how to chill during this energy. I know I've been around some people that are just like, I'm like, wait, what? Are they bipolar? Like, one minute you're mean and the next minute you're nice? Like, what is going on? That's the energy that we're in. And pride and ego, it's my way or the highway, and I'm doing it like this, and I don't want to listen to you. I'm doing it my way. You know, you could even be that person. So I would say, since we're in Sag season and Sag is 14 degrees, at the same as Mercury right now, 14 degrees, tap into Sag's optimism. Don't let this retrograde vibe, everyone thinks it's so daunting. Oh my God, retrograde. It's not that daunting like it is, how it's spread out on TikTok or whatever you hear it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Don't let any retrograde energy kill your vibe completely. It's just, this is just reminding you to keep going, keep dreaming, even though something may feel stagnant or it's not moving as fast as you like it to, or the outcome's not coming out like you thought it would. Everything feels a little bit slower. It's not happening fast enough. This is where you can't rush the process, okay? I'm going to do a quick collective reading right now before I go into rising signs. How about we do that? That's what I want to do. Let's get a quick little message, you guys, because I want to see what's really. Let's use these guys actually. So let's do a quick collective, and then I'll go into each rising sign. Each sign I will do a 1-card pull as well. Don't forget, you guys, I am going to do timestamps after the live video. Remember, this is live right now, honey, okay? And remember, I just use the cards to tell a story, to channel any kind of messages. So let's get a quick collective message, you guys, to see. I always say, take what resonates and leave out what doesn't fit, okay? Just leave it out. Do not force anything, okay? Don't make it fit. What is the collective message that you need to hear from Mars in retrograde in the sign of Leo? Here's a collective message. Okay. That's that retrograde. Okay. Yep, that's that energy. So we do have some reversals here, okay? King of Wands energy. We have 8 of Wands as well. 10 of Cups. Okay, all of these are reversed. We have the Justice, the Tower, Page of Pentacles. Now, like I said, the pride and ego is in a lot. It's in the air. It's in a lot of people's heads right now. There's many things. Like I said, Sagittarius is giving you that confidence. But right now, the planet of action, Mars energy, wants to just go full throttle. Okay. So typically you have, you know, all your marbles, I would say, to do what it is that you need to carry out to do on your daily living activities. Well, some people don't, some people do. In this case, it's like you have all the fire, meaning you have all of the pizzazz up here, but you might not have the energy to really carry out certain things. You can be all talk and not walk the walk, okay? Pretty much is the King of Wands. It's kind of letting your pride and ego really, like, yeah, I know what's up. I know how to do that. I got this. And then you really don't. You end up like, messing something up, doing something wrong, or maybe getting ahead of yourself, okay? Now, also we have 8 of Wands here. Some of you guys are just not wanting to let go of certain things. This could be people, places, and things. It's like you're almost there with something and you just can't let something go. You know, this energy could look like you know, during Sagittarius season, Sag doesn't like to be in a box, but here you go. No, I'm gonna make that trip. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna do it. It's something that's like out of your reach, out of your control, but it's like you're just not letting go, and you should just let go of that feeling and just say, you know what? If it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. Energy like that. That's the retrograde energy telling you to go inward on something, okay? You're almost there. Something could have slowed down. um, you know, it's slowing you down to look at something before you leap. Think about it before you actually make that decision. uh, Maybe do a little bit more investigating. Really look at the background check of someone that you just met to see if they're really legit, you know, if you're doing a business measure, things of that nature. Also, like I said, retrograding Leo, ruling the sign, ruling the house 5, which is part of romantic partnership. Some of you guys might just even let go of people. This could be a situationship, a side piece ship, business partnership, love ship, whatever it may be. You might have just been talking to somebody. You just like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm done. Like, or some people might see someone from the past, whether it's a friend, an old business partner, old lover. You might kiki haha maybe a week ago or two, and then all of a sudden you revisit it and you're like, wait, yeah, no, I don't even want to do that no more. I don't want to try and love you again, or I don't want to try and give you my time and energy again. So some of you guys might be really rethinking and revising your actions right now. Should I really be doing this? Is it worth it? You know, is there consequences to this? Wait, hold on. Let me sit back for a second. So that's that energy. And that's 10 of Cups in reverse. It's like feeling like, yes, you completed something, but this energy got people might, you know, wanting to circle back, okay? Or double back, as they say, right? But you're like, you know what? No. So if you listen to yourself and you utilize this retrograde energy to take a moment and be like, nah, it sounded good, but it really, in the long run, when that bow is back right now, but when it goes pew and Mars goes direct, you're going to see all of it play out, right? That's when you will know, did I make the right decision or not? What's up, TJ? And this is where I feel like you will make the right decision. So whatever it is that you're contemplating, or during retrograde season, right now it is holiday season. We all probably might be seeing some people we haven't seen in a long time, or people we want to see, people we don't want to deal with. No matter who it is, in whatever field it may be, whether it's work, family, friends, ex-lover, whoever it may be, it's bound to happen through phone, through in person, however it may play out, okay? And I feel as if a lot of you guys are going to make the right decision to not go there, because it's like, nope, I put too much time and energy into myself. I work so hard on myself to make sure I'm on the straight and narrow. I'm not gonna go back there. So that's why I really feel like you're gonna have justice within any type of situation that you do, whatever it is that you're contemplating. I don't care if this is about courts, law, whatever, work, a job, a friend, a foe, whatever it is. I feel like you guys are definitely, I feel like the collective, I think we learned a lot these past few years. Like, we're not even trusting our own system right now, okay? So I feel like you're more so trusting yourself now. Many of us trust ourselves more, you know, based on all the things we were taught, learn that they're all a lie. So it's like everyone's going more inward and trusting within themselves, like their own decisions that they're making. So I feel as if you're going to trust yourself, and you're going to be able to balance the scales. You're going to be able to balance the energy. You're going to be able to bust out your sword when you need to bust it out. It's like, I don't think any of us are playing no games anymore. Like, we're literally, like, we feel like we're at the tail end of something and we're just going to make this work. It's like, you don't want to fumble, right? So I feel like even if the tower moment does come, right? Even if something does go down, right? If it does go down, it's a message. It's a message that you can't miss. And when tower moments happen, you're like, what's a tower moment, Tisha? Well, sometimes something will play out, not in the way that we exactly forecasted it to be, but it happened. And it didn't happen the way that you wanted to. For example, let's say you're manifesting $30,000. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get 30,000. You've been working on it. Like, yeah, it's coming through. You get the check, but how is the check received? Well, you weren't too detailed in the way you manifested it. You were just crying, needing money and all this. Oh my God, help me, I got this. But guess what you had to do to get that 30,000? That's a car accident check. Now you have a scar on your cheek. Now you have no car, but you have a $30,000 check. So it's like we all are advised during retrograde season to be very detailed and be very careful with how you wish for things, with how you want something. It's really that simple, guys. I swear to you. So you say you need something, instead of saying you need $30,000, say, if I had 30K right now, I would pay off my car, I would buy a house, I would pay off this credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? I would book a trip. If I had this 30,000, I would get my teeth fixed, or you know what I'm saying? Like, say what you would do with it. That way the universe knows how to put everything in the string and connect you with the people that you're supposed to be connected to. Because remember, we're all connected. Everything is energy, and energy is everything. Okay, so it's going to start putting the people in the right places that you need to run into, you need to meet. Everything's word of mouth. Here you go, helping you to level up and build your foundation, and boom, then now you receive your 30,000 the proper way, and you're able to do whatever it is that you're called out to do. Okay, so there is going to be a message coming in. Might be some immature messages, meaning you might hear some people, like I said, pride and ego's out there to play. It's fire energy, so you might hear a few little plot twists, little snarky comments here and there, when you're kiki and ha-ha out in the world. But what do? Brush it off. Brush it off your shoulders like, yeah, you ain't get me today. Nope. So you guys will notice I call them tests. You'll have scenarios that will play out, whether they're at work or you driving or going to the gas station, you're in traffic or talking to someone, and you'll get that test. So this is where, remember, your bow and arrow is back. You're pulling it back. Remember, watch how you react and respond during this time. And if something plays out that's not to your advantage in that moment, just brush it off. You get through it. Remember, if you're watching this video and you've been through hellish shit in your life, there's a reason, because you're a warrior and you're still standing on 10 toes with your crown on and still going through everything that you went through that could have been treacherous or life-breaking. Okay, we're still here. We're still here, right? So that means something. That means that everything you went through, you were strong enough to go through it. Remember, Leo energy, right? Heart of a lion. Now, moving on, I'm going to tap into, since we did the collective, let's go ahead and give you a little snippet. This is the rising sign intro. Hopefully you know your rising sign, okay? Your rising sign, if you guys don't know, let me make it word. If you guys don't know, that definitely sets the stage for your entire birth chart. This is why I do rising sign and not sun sign readings like every other tarot reader. I do rising sign because this is directly hitting your natal chart with the transition of all the planets, okay? This determines which house that specific planet is moving through. Like having Mars in Leo right now retrograding. So that's going to be a specific house for you. So when a planet hits that house in your chart, okay, and it lights up a certain area of your life, okay, this could be your relationships, this could be your career, this could be just your inner growth, all right? So knowing your rising sign is going to help you to decode where this cosmic energy is showing up for you. It's all about right now wherever the universe is telling you to chill, because remember, we're in retrograde right now. Wherever the universe is telling you to reflect, redirect, that's what house is for you, okay? If you don't ride this wave, ooh baby, it's giving chaos, it's giving unnecessary drama, and missed opportunities. So let's get started. Here's how to ride and finesse this energy. So I'm going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces, give you a quick little snippet for each, okay? So Aries rising. Okay, this is happening in your 5th house. So this is the 5th house of fun. This is the Leo house. Creativity, like I said, romance, okay? So Mars retrograde is pulling up in your playground. If you've been overdoing it with your creative hustle, your love life, or just partying like it's a full-time job, this retrograde is going to expose where you're doing too much or where you're not doing enough. Okay, so look at your life right now and see where that's happening. Now, if you work with that energy and notice that, this is where you need to revisit either your passions, whatever your passion projects are, whatever you're doing. Is what you're creating or chasing really lighting you up? Is this where you want to be? Is this what you want to be doing right now? Okay, these are the questions that are going to be asked. So I would say slow down and really focus on whatever projects actually speak to your heart, whatever person speaks to your heart, if this has to do with relationships, and try not to listen to your ego. So, because if you fight this, you might have a little bit of drama. You might have a creative burnout. You're just going to be stuck and stagnant. You might feel like, oh, nothing's fun. It's just dry. Also, any situationships that you have might get a little messy real fast because it's fire energy. If you ignore any red flags. See, it's going to bring up the red flags for you and be like, questioning your connections. So a pro tip, I would just kind of stop forcing any vibes with people. If you always have to initiate something, what's coming to you? Who's filling your cup? Okay. This could be with people. This also can be with certain projects that you're tapping into right now as well. So take a pause and reconnect with your joy. What brings you joy? Because it's your fifth house. What makes you happy? Not someone, Tom, Dick, and Harry trying to tell you what you should be doing, what you're good at. You should be getting into that and you should do that, and just forcing it upon you, and you don't really want to do it. Okay, tap in. Taurus rising. So Taurus rising, this looks like this is happening in your fourth house. Okay, so this is the house of home. This is a Cancer house. Home, your foundation. So having Mars retrograding in the sign of Leo here, it's parking itself in your living room. Okay, so expect, there could be some family drama. You might have some home issues that you have to address, or maybe you personally have some deep-rooted emotional stuff that you have to kind of deal with. It's like you got to put your grown woman panties on and really like rise up. Like, it's like a bad rerun of something. Like you have to face it, deal with it, instead of sweeping it under the rug. Something that you got to take care of. That's only if your foundation's shaky right now, okay? This retrograde is going to come for that. It's going to come for that. So if you work with it, though, use this time to heal any old wounds that you personally may have, to heal any drama that you have maybe going on in your own sanctuary with your own family, kids. Kids are acting out these days with the internet and all these phones and things. It's just crazy. I would say it's just time to just set stronger roots, within your foundation. And fourth house of home, it can also mean home internally as well. Are you good with yourself? Okay, it's always good to do a check-in with self. So, because you don't want to fight this, clearly, because then your home's not going to be a sanctuary. You could be arguing with family and kids and whoever. You might feel stuck emotionally with this energy. It just might be a little bit of chaotic energy playing out in whatever you call your private space. And you don't want that. You need a sanctuary. You need a place to go to. Okay, so try not to run from anything. Avoid running from what needs to be addressed, pretty much is what Mars is telling you right now, and create some form of peace during this time, okay? Period, poop. Gemini rising. Gemini rising, this is happening in your third house of communication. So having a Mars planet here, this can also be your daily hustle too. Third house is also siblings as well. Mars retrograde is throwing up in your text messages, in your emails, on your phone. Okay, any errands that you have to do, throughout the day, okay? Because this is Gemini energy. It's like throwing everything in a blender for you. So what does that mean? Miscommunications. You might misunderstand somebody and someone might misunderstand you. You might be like, huh? What? You might be sounding like Little John, okay? Um, you might have things going on with your siblings, like, you know, little riffs and tips here and there. Possible delays in your plans, any electronics. So make sure you're saving things in that nature, okay? So yeah, it's giving retrograde realness when it's in the third house of communication, okay? I would just say think before you speak, think before you hit send, think before you call, you know, maybe just take this time to revisit some old projects. Maybe look at your daily schedule to prioritize really what matters during this time as well. But just prepare for Petty Paul or Paulina to show up, okay? You might have some technical breakdowns. You know, make sure you're saving and writing things, take pictures of stuff, whatever you need to do. You know, because this energy could kind of feel a little bit chaotic in your daily life. But I would just say double check everything, whether you're booking a flight or buying something off Amazon. Just double check everything. Don't clap back at people unless you're ready to deal with the consequences. Okay. Cancer rising. So this is happening in your second house. Okay. This is the house of money and value, the things you value, your self-worth. Okay. So this is a Venus house. So I would definitely say, oh, anything that you possess right now too. So guess what Mars is doing in retrograde? It's hitting your wallet, okay? So your confidence also might just pew, Cancer, okay? So if you've been overspending, you know, are you undervaluing yourself, you know, or are you chasing those uh, get rich quick schemes? I literally was just talking about that. This energy will definitely humble you in the second house, honey, okay? Checks and balances. I would definitely say reassess your finances right now at this moment. Especially, I know a lot of people like to go shopping during the holidays, right? So figure out what truly brings you stability. So make sure you have shit taken care of pretty much for the most part, and then you have a stash for petty cash to do whatever it is that you want to do with it. Period. You're gonna be good. Okay. I would also, you know, you can tell if you're fighting this energy is you have financial stress. If you're talking about you are BROKE, you're fighting this energy. You're not utilizing it in the correct way. If you're questioning your worth right now, like that's not, yeah, if you're being impulsive with purchases just to flex on the gram, like that's not it. Okay. So remember your money moves, okay, that you're making right now. Remember your worth, okay? Nothing is tied to your bank account. Money is energy, right? So get it together, Cancer rising, and don't feel discouraged, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Do not feel discouraged, especially if you don't have a 9 to 5, okay? Don't feel discouraged. Leo rising. Leo rising, this is happening in your first house. Clearly, this is going to be your first house of self, okay? So Mars in retrograde is, you know, this one's personal. This one's very personal. So it's throwing shade directly at you. Bink! Okay, so if you've been acting out of ego or neglecting any type of self-care, you know, expect a timeout, honey, okay? Reflect on how have you been feeling? Are you okay? Like, how have you been showing up for yourself? Okay, ask yourself these things. Are you being authentic, transparent? Are you being true to yourself? Or are you just trying to impress people? So this is that retrograde energy is going to really ask you to do. Just focus on your inner confidence. Nothing external. You don't need any external validation, honey, from nobody. Just do you. Because it's your first house. This is where you do you. Anything in your first house, you guys, is do you. So you might have an identity crisis if you're fighting this. You might be freaking out. You might change your hair and dyed your hair 3 different colors. You might not know what to wear every single goddamn day and frustrated at getting ready for work or wherever. You might feel like you're just straight up feeling lost in the sauce. Okay. So I would say pause and maybe take this time to rebrand yourself. You know, really think about it. Maybe I should start spending my money on certain clothes that actually will last me some few years. Let me be very strategic about, you know, how I want to look, how I want to present myself to the world. Am I showing up, or am I just being something that somebody else wants me to be? This is where you can really be your unique self. Especially the moon is in Aquarius right now. You should be really feeling this energy about thinking outside the box. Like, you should be really in it for the next few days, okay? Like, really wanting to do it. You are the main character in your movie. Just remember that, okay? All you gotta do, refine your storyline. That's it. That's it. That's all you gotta do, okay? Virgo rising. So this is playing out in your 12th house. Oh, this is a Pisces house. This is the house of secrets. This is the house of healing, rest. This is a resting house. I have something hidden here for me, and I'm just like, I need to rest. Okay. So Mars in retrograde is pulling up into your shadows, Virgo. Are you doing the shadow work? Okay, this is about deep subconscious work for you right now during this time. Major healing vibes for you right now. And possibly maybe even possibly even tying up loose ends from the past. It doesn't mean past people, it's just any loose ends from the past. This could be anything, literally. I would say take the time to rest, number one, really reflect, right? All the reads, release old baggage, anything old. This is the time to really also declutter your space so that you can have space to process and think. Have alone time. Okay, this is where you need more alone time. Say no to that party or that outing. Just like, nah, it's gonna be there next time. Someone's gonna tell you about how it all went, or you can look at pictures on Facebook. Okay, because right now I feel as if spiritual work, if you do it right now, it's gonna hit a little different. It's going to hit deeper for you because it's happening in the 12th house, okay? Because if you're fighting this, you're going to feel burnt out. You know, secret enemies might kind of pop up like, dang, I didn't even know you didn't even like me this whole time. What? I thought we was cool. Like, what? Where'd this come from? Like, it's going to blindside you, okay? Unresolved emotional pain might pop up. You're going to be like, dang, I thought I dealt with this already. Nope, you didn't do the work. So lean into this time to, you know, solitude is your keyword that's popping up for me. Solitude, self-care, okay? Don't fear quietness. It's okay not to have the TV on. It's okay not to listen to music for a moment and just listen outside. It's okay not to have your phone in your hands, okay? This is where the magic happens, when you're by yourself and you discover you. Libra rising. Libra rising, this is happening in your 11th house. Ooh, this is social groups and conexiones. Your friends, soul group, even your own personal goals, your community, people around you, your neighbors, you know, things of that nature. So definitely Mars in retrograde is pulling up on your social circle, okay? So even your dreams might be under a microscope, Libra, okay? So if your squad right now is living in toxic Tuesdays every day, you know, that's a problem. That's something to work on. You know, if your goals feel a little bit off track, that's a hint, okay? And this energy is going to call you out on it because it's retrograding. Planet of action is retrograding, telling you to do something with this. So what do? You need to reevaluate your friends, reevaluate who you're hanging around, reevaluate who you're getting advice from, reevaluate the people that you're aligning with in this moment of time. You can even go as deep as knowing what is their sun sign. That's also a sign, literally from the universe, if you're attracting a lot of Aries or Virgos or Leos or whatever. If you're attracting a lot of the same sign, that's also a big hint. Okay, and I have that video somewhere on this channel. So if you're fighting this, of course, this is a social circle house that it's in. So friendship drama, you know, business partner drama. You might feel disconnected from your own community right now. You might be frustrated. You know, maybe you had some long-term plans with a certain group of people and it's just not working out. Maybe you're the smartest person in that group. You need to get out. It's not vibing. You're not learning. You know, it could be any of those things that could be happening. So I would say focus on the quality of the people that you're around versus caring about the quantity of how many friends you got. Because a lot of people really ain't friends. As you get older, it looks like this and then it goes like this. Like maybe you may have a couple, right? So that was kind of hard trying to do and looking at myself. So yeah, as you get older, you stop caring about how many people. You just want quality people, right? Right. Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising. This is happening in your 10th house. Bam. This is important because this is the house of career, honey. This is the house of what legacy, what footprint will you put out in the world? This is your public image house, okay? So with Mars retrograding here in the sign of Leo, it's funny because Mars and Scorpio energy is it's gonna definitely slow down your grind. Okay, so money might be coming a little slower. You might not be, you know, getting a lot of opportunities right now, or you might not be working a lot. If you've been hustling too hard, let's say you have been working hella hard every day, all day, you know, maybe you've been chasing recognition, like, man, I worked so hard. Why am I not getting rewarded for it or paid enough for it or something, you know? This retrograde is going to check you, okay? I would say reassess right now. Take this time to reassess, what are your career goals? Where do you want to go with your career? What public image are you displaying out there, especially if you're an entrepreneur or trying to tap into that? What kind of career do you see yourself doing? What do you want to do? What can you do? What aligns with yourself right now? Okay, what is working and where do you need to put a little bit of a pivot? So you might even have conversations with friends, family, coworkers, or whoever as far as career-wise on another direction. That's a seed planted. So what seeds are you planting when it comes to your career? Who else are you helping out or talking to or growing with as far as when it comes to career and that bag, you know, that legacy? Who's pushing you up and who's pulling you down? What's working and what's not working? Are you the only one working? Or are other people that you're with working with you as well? You know, you got some people that are just like, yeah, I'm here, I got you. They don't do shit. So yeah, check all of that, okay? Because if you're fighting this, there might be some delays. You might have drama at work. This is only if you're fighting the energy, though. You know, you might feel stuck. You might clash with people like at work or whoever you're working with. Ego clashes. People trying to be like, yeah, I'm the boss. You know, do it my way. You know, this is how you do it, not that way. You know, authority figures. People that feel as if they're above you, or I should say, people that feel superior to you will make you feel inferior during this time, and shit could pop off, okay? Because Mars and retrograde don't play, especially in Sagittarius season. A lot of fire. So I would say, while it's hitting your 10th house, play the long game. Really sit down and think of your goals. Really sit down what is working for you, what's not. Really sit down with who you should decide to talk to and work with and deal with as far as where can you grow and where do you feel stuck. Okay, so that's going to be important to you. Don't burn any bridges. Just build them instead if there are any bridges during this time. Period. Sag rising. So this is in your 9th house, you guys. So this is a house of, excuse me, this is a house of growth. This is a traveling house. This is a Sag house. This is, you know, higher beliefs. So Mars retrograding in a fire house already Mars retrograding is rewinding your big plans. What you thought you was gonna do, you ain't gonna do no more. Okay, pretty much. So you might experience delayed trips. Oh yeah, I was gonna go there, but yeah, we're not gonna go anymore. We're gonna do something else. You might not even realize this already played out. Yeah, I was gonna go there, but no, this happened. Yeah, it's delaying everything for you. So don't trip, right? Don't trip when this happens. It's also, it could be questioning your beliefs during this time. Remember, guys, it's happening all the way up until February of next year. Okay, this energy could be playing out, possibly. You could even feel very restless because we're in Sag season. This is a Sag house, and you're a Sag rising, and then you have Mars and Leo here, a lot of fire. So you could feel like, oh my God, I gotta do something, Where can I go? What can I do? So with that behavior, when you always feel like you have to do something, it can come off as very neurotic, or you can do something without thinking it all the way through because you just want to see something finished and polished, but you might have missed a couple steps. You might take a shortcut when you shouldn't have taken a shortcut because of fire energy. So slow down, okay? I would also say just feeling very restless. Revisit any old philosophies. Revisit maybe a long-term vision that you had for yourself to go somewhere. Maybe it's really time to learn something. Maybe it's time to tap into something. You might need to learn a little bit more knowledge somewhere. Maybe refine big picture goals. Because if you fight this, you might have some very, I would say, you might just be very impulsive. Because it's fire. I mean, what else can I say? It just might be very impulsive. You might make very impulsive decisions. You might have all this energy and you just waste it on something. So put all this energy towards the pursuit of your freedom, towards the pursuit of your happiness. All of that. Make it hit hard. You know what I'm saying? So focus on your growth. And I would do it from the inside out, right? Because it's retrograding. So slow and steady is still going to get you there. Cap rising. So Cap rising, this is happening in your 8th house. This is a Scorpio house. So I would say this is the house of transformation for you. Also money, like shared resources, if you share resources with anybody. And this could also be a house of secrets, okay? Because it's a Scorpio house. So I would definitely say Mars in retrograde is digging up your shadow side in a whole nother way, Capricorn. You might have some old fears that might pop up. There could be some old debts that could be popping up. Taxes is a thing. Intimacy issues could come up, knocking on your door. Hopefully not. But this is really about a deep transformation. But this is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So just really face your fears, okay? What is fear anyways? False evidence appearing real. So work through your emotions and figure out whatever financial baggage there is going on. Get a bill book, write them down, all the things. So anything that you can do. This is the time for healing for yourself, and this is the time to empower yourself during this time as well. Okay? If you avoid any of these issues right now, you could have such financial stress in this house of shared resources. There could be some trust issues that could arise as well, and you could just break down, honey, okay? We don't want that for you. So remember, transformation takes time, but you have to also be willing to put in the action and also be willing to put that slot of time into your schedule. So just embrace any kind of messiness that's playing out because it's going to be necessary for your growth. That way, maybe you won't repeat the same things later on, or you'll know how to operate and do something if it comes up again, things of that nature. Okay? Aquarius rising. So this is happening in your 7th house. Ooh, Aquarius rising. This is happening in the house of relationships. Oh man, partnerships. Okay, and balance. So Mars retrograde is really stirring the pot in whatever ship you're sailing. Okay, so if things have been rocky Now, this retrograde is definitely going to bring that to the surface. If you work with this, really reflect on your partnerships right now. Really reflect on that. Are they balanced? You know, are they giving too much or not enough? This is where you can really see all of that. It's putting a telescope on it or whatever you call it. Okay, so if you don't try and use this energy to your advantage, what's going to happen? You might have breakups, breakup to make up, miscommunication. You know, you might just really do something to where, oh, let's get back together and then let's break up and let's fight and let's make up. It's like all of that wishy-washy energy that you don't want. And then that makes you feel disconnected, okay, from people that are closest to you. So you probably don't want that. So I would say just make sure you're focusing on healthy communication and let go of any ships that just don't serve you anymore once and for all. This is the perfect time to do that. Even friendships. Let's say a friend totally doubts you to become an entrepreneur. It's like, no, keep that job, keep that 401k. And you're like rooting for, no, I don't want the 401k. I want to build my business right now. And I want to just have my own schedule and make it happen. You need to align yourself with people that believe in you, that will push you further, not pull you down. So this is the time to really get rid of the motherfuckers or not. Okay? So Pisces rising. So this is happening in your 6th house. So this is the house of work, honey. This is a Virgo house. This is also a house of health, routines. So Mars retrograding is definitely slowing down your grind as well. Okay. So Pisces, if you've been overworking, if you've been neglecting your health right now, if you've been stuck in some type of unpredictable routines, this energy is going to call you out. Okay. I would say reassess your daily habits. Like, what are you doing every single day? Squeeze in some self-care, okay? Create a system. Create a system that actually supports whatever it is that you're doing. Let's say if you work a 9 to 5, you're trying to build a business, you also have lovers, animals, whatever you got to do. Create a schedule for yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to have burnout, you might have health issues, you might get sick, like a cold or something that'll put you out for a few days. You know, you might have chaos in your work life, that just kind of might creep up. So make sure you're giving yourself that rest and that self-care. That way you can have the energy to pull out whatever stops you need to throughout the day. Okay, pretty much. Take care of your body, mind, and spirit when it's in your 6th house. Super serious, especially when Mars is in it. Please listen to me. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to switch gears. So what I would like to do is bring back that old thing back because it's retrograde, right? So I used to do this all the time for you guys and you guys loved it. So we're going to do it. So what I have here, our little friend. A lot of you guys have been watching me for a while. You guys know what this is. This is the wheel, okay? So this is the wheel. And how the wheel works is it's definitely, we go all the way from Aries to Pisces. This is the big 3 wheel. And what I do is I either talk to your sun, moon, or rising sign. Hopefully you know your big 3. That's why it's called the big 3, okay? Your core self, which is your sun, your emotional world, which is your moon, and then your rising sign is how you show up to others, okay? So I'm going to pull a card for each sign, and that'll pretty much help you, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces, and this will be your message, okay? So let's get into it. And timestamps will be after the live video. All right. And then also you can add up the cards for your sun, moon, and rising to see what 3 cards you get. You can do it like that too. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use my deck. We're going to use my deck. This is on my website if you want to buy it. It's so cute. Especially if you don't know how to read tarot, I teach you how to read it. All right, we're going to start off with Aries. Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Let's move this guy. All right. Aries. What is the message for Aries? Ooh, you got 2. I'm trying to do a 1 card, Aries, and you got me pulling 2 cards. Oh, it's 3. Oh my god. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. And King of Cups in reverse. So definitely I feel here. I'm going to sip on this one. So, you feel as if somebody could have left you out in the cold, possibly during this retrograde season. You might feel this. Either someone left or you left. I feel as if changes are coming to your money. I feel as if positive energy is going to come towards you during this time. You might even leave someone out in the cold yourself. It's retrograde. I wouldn't doubt it. You might feel flattered about how someone is actually working with you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you're coming together with somebody when both of you guys are left out in the cold, and you feel kind of flattered about that energy. Like, you know what? I'm kind of like not where I want to be right now, but thank you for being with me, kind of an energy is what I'm feeling here. But there also could be some false promises, you know. I just feel like you have some type of magnetic energy with a stranger, possibly. And I feel like there's a thrill, there's a chase that's happening here. Something is being glamorized because you also have the Knight of Pentacles after that. Knights are kind of slow moving energy, but I feel like you're working towards something that's going to help you in the long run. Money, career, finances, a business partnership, or someone that you're learning from, a teacher, a mentor, a coach, a therapist, whoever it may be that's helping you with this. You could even get a possible promotion. You know, something's coming to where it's worth the wait when you get a Nine of Pentacles, since it's a slow moving energy. It's like you planted a seed somewhere, you fertilize it, you watered the grass, something's growing very slow. Remember, retrograde is slow, right? So it's very easygoing, it's relaxed energy. Something stable is coming. I feel as if you've been dedicated to something. What have you been working on that you've been dedicating yourself to? I don't know. I feel like you're super responsible right now during this time. And you're being gentle with yourself. But in the back of your head, with this King of Cups in reverse, you could be holding a grudge. You could be holding a grudge with something that you did or something of that nature. Some type of, I don't want to say the word hatred, but I feel like you need to forgive somebody or forgive yourself, okay? You might feel sorry for something. You might feel sorry for yourself. You might have repeated the past and you didn't want to because retrograde. Oh, God, Aries. Next, Taurus. Ooh, Taurus. You got 7 of Swords, honey. So, Taurus, your message is some type of 7 of Swords energy is giving lying, deceitful energy. You might have fibbed on a test or a quiz or something just to gain something, possibly, you know. No, you didn't have a misdemeanor. No, you're not a felon. No, I'm just playing. But something, you know, some type of, you took a shortcut. You might have cheated on something to get ahead on something here. You could have did something behind someone else's back with the 7 of Swords energy. You know, hopefully you ain't steal nothing. I feel like you just might be trying to run away. You might be trying to run away from something and you're not telling the truth about how you're doing it. You might just want to get the hell out of Dodge and you just might not want to disclose any of these things or why you're doing it or any ideas whatsoever. You're not being honest about something here. I would just say be mentally prepared for what's to come. You might receive some answers. Gemini. Gemini. Ooh. Ace of Cups and Judgment. So, ooh, Gemini, you have an overflow of love coming. It's like a cup is overflowing with love that you are dishing out or that you have to give right now. Aces bring new beginnings. This could be a new connection or a new love, a new partnership, something. It's like maybe a newfound love for yourself, like love, and you feel satisfied with where you're at, where you're going. You might even feel a little bit lucky. You might just have so much love to give. You're like, who can I give this to? I got all this love. I'm a good person. I do this, I do that. You might just really feel that within your heart, but you're like, there's no possible candidates possibly because I don't know. You're like, where are they at? And you never know, it might come around the corner. This could even, Ace of Cups can also be like a new career, new money coming in, like a new way of like how you make money or gain money or get money could be coming in for you. It could be from family, you know, some type of support is pushing in because you also have Judgment here. So you could have made a decision about something, um, or you need to make a decision about something, and you need to make a choice. And it has to possibly deal with maybe another party with the Judgment here. Some type of renewal or transformation is coming in for you. And I feel it's good though. It's like redemption. It's like people are now looking to you, like you are, they're in need of help and you're the one that's nursing them, or they look to you as the aide or the nurse. You know what I'm saying? They're coming to you for forgiveness, like you're the healer, you know, because you have all this love to give. Interesting. It's kind of like a day late and a dollar short, and you're just standing there like, oh, now you need me. That's what I'm getting from it. Cancer. Oh, snap. And I was probably right because all the cards fell. So we're going to do Cancer. Cancer. Ooh, that card wanted to come out, but it didn't. Here we go. Cancer, you have Four of Pentacles in reverse. Cancer, you're feeling some type of resentment about something. You're resenting something. Something you may have done or did. This could be past, current. I feel like you might have an energy of like you're owed something for all the blood, sweat, and tears you put into something. So this is a Pentacle card. This could be about your money and your career and where you're at right now. You could be looking like, you might have the energy of like, you feel like somebody owes you something because of all the work you put into something. You're not receiving the rewards or recognition for it. I don't want to say poverty, but you could be thinking of thinking about your money right now, or looking at your money right now, like not having enough. Something's not flowing, or your money's not flowing enough. You could be facing certain obstacles with that as far as your bank account or how you want your cash to come in or how it's flowing. I feel as if it's like you want things to work out right now because you want to be able to do. Okay, this is a Pentacle card, so you want to be able to do and go, and you want to feel stable. So there's something with that energy here is what I'm getting. It's on your conscious right now. So think of, you know, your money situation. What are you doing right now? What are you tapping into? How can you help that? How can you assist it? How can you work on it? Okay. Leo. Leo. Ooh, you're switching up. You're switching up. Leo, you got 9 of Pentacles. You are feeling abundant. You are looking good. I'm feeling single, sexy, and free energy. It's like you're standing here looking at all your rewards and everything that you have going on. And I feel like you just feel good. You're happy about where you're at. All your eggs are not in one basket just yet. It's like you got something up your sleeve. You got an investment sitting somewhere and you're wondering where you should put it so your money can grow and make babies and make money in your sleep, kind of a vibe, because this is a Pentacle card. I feel as if you feel financially secure. You're not caring about what other people think about you on how you get your money. You're just making it. You're doing it. You could have inherited something, or you might come into some type of inheritance. You could be a CEO. Big dick energy is what I'm feeling from 9 of Pentacles here. You could be thriving in your business. You could be a visionary of some sort, but very graceful, very humble, and very deserving of it. So it's not like snarky. Virgo. Virgo. Ooh. You have 7 of Cups in reverse. Virgo, you have people that are around you right now. You could be dealing with multiple people. This could be business partnerships, situationships, side piece ships, whatever ship you're sailing. Some people that you know around you. It's like you have all these people around you. Each person may, keyword may, have a good quality about them, but there's a snake in the pot. There's a snake around you. There's something that's not good for you. And this is why the Seven of Cups is here. What I would recommend is really reevaluate who's around you. Focus on your own reality. Someone is probably providing, there could be something that you see as an illusion. You know how things look too good to be true, and it's like that girl in the red dress walking through the crowd, and you're just stuck on you're fascinated with the red dress. But you need to like pay attention. Okay? You're being fooled right now. You're being fooled right now, and you need to get grounded because this is a water card. There's something that looks good, smells good, feels good. Yeah, and you're just but you're rose-colored glasses. Rose-colored glasses, Virgo. You might want to not think with that down there and think with this. Libra. I'm trying to tell somebody. Libra. Ooh, Libra, you popped out quick. Six of Wands in reverse. There's no equal give and take in a certain situation right now. This could be a lover. This could be a friend. This could be at work. This is how you could think about life right now, society, however you're thinking. Something's not giving an equal give and take. Get uncomfortable with living uncomfortably for some reason. There's some action that's not being taken right now. You might feel like you have a lack of privacy. You could feel tons of pressure in an area of your life right now, something very questionable. There's some questionable behavior. So you could be plotting. You're plotting, or you just feel that something's going down. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio got two. Scorpio is feeling the deal. Hold on. We got the Ace of Pentacles and also the Moon in reverse. Aw, snap. So to me, it's giving, maybe you have all this money and you also feel insomnia because you're making so much money right now, or you could just be balling, or you could just feel very abundant within you right now. You could feel so good. Aces also bring new beginnings. You could feel like you just committed to something super solid, or you are committing to something, or you're thinking of committing to something that's very solid for yourself, whether it's a new job or a new way of doing something. I just feel like you're growing, or you have grown. You feel abundant within. You're like, okay, so can I match up, with how I feel with where I'm at, or vice versa? There's something there. Some type of mystery will be unveiled for you, and you will know this energy. But I feel as if there's a new world you're stepping into. There's a new chapter. It's like you're going into something with a new energy, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go this way now. I'm not going to fight it anymore. This is how I'm going to be. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to get there. I'm just going to go and do. It's like you're being responsible right now. It's like, you might even get rewarded for your talent. Let's say, for example, you have a skill set, you're getting paid for it. People are going to recognize that, and that can actually push you to do something. Some type of future fulfillment is coming in, or you have some type of idea of some sort that you created that's going to be a winning idea that's just going to get you so much money, or just bring you stability. And this is probably why the moon is in reverse, because this is why you can't sleep. You could be nervous, or you could be thinking about this, or you have so many ideas and so many things you want to do. You could be fixated on something, fixated on removing fear. You could be fixated on your dreams. It's a moon card, okay? Also, too, though, you could be unhappy with something, or the way or how something is going right now. Okay? Sagittarius. I kind of like bringing back the old school way. I kind of like it. Oh. Sagittarius, you got Queen of Swords, and you also have the Hangman reverse. Queen of Swords, this is a communication card. So you are looked at as an ice queen. That's what I call Queen of Swords. An ice queen is someone that you can come across as a, because you just very direct, short, straight to the point, no sugarcoating. All your words are cut and dry right now during this time. It's just like you're cutting off people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. This is your season, so it's like whether you're sun, moon, or rising, you know, however you're taking this, it's like you're just straight to the point. You are the general right now. An air card is more cerebral, which means you're self-sufficient right now. You have this independent energy. You're very confident with the moves that you're making. You don't need anybody's help, assistance. You don't need to hear their words. You're just very intellectual, intelligent, you know, whatever. I feel as if you're gonna know the truth about a situation though too, or you'll feel it. Like you can feel the energy of something right away. It cuts like a knife. Okay, Queen of Sword energy. You're just sitting in your power. But with this Hangman here too, it's like that's why I said you could be breaking old patterns and cutting people out because you have that Hangman in reverse. So something has switched, something's changed. Your environment has changed. You could have moved. You probably just started moving different, acting different. You just feel different. You could just be releasing and letting go and just like, you know what? I don't want to be stuck in suspense. Like, I'm just going to chop, 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 chop. Like, you cool, fuck you cool. Like, I feel like you're just doing that. It's like a drastic transformation that's pushing through for you. I mean, it is your season, and that's the energy that we're all in. Capricorn. Ooh, you have the sun. So Capricorn, you can feel very happy, very joyful during this time. You can feel like your inner child is out to play right now. I just feel like this warm, glowy energy from you right now. You could just have tons of positive energy that you're willing to spread out to other people as well. Um, you could just be feeling yourself, you know. I feel as if you have this potential. It just feels so amazing right now. You could just feel like this. I feel like you have this nurturing energy. Um, it's just very kind. I feel success coming in for you. Like something is shining bright on something. You just feel enlightened, is what I'm getting. You know, some material gains could be coming through for you as well. And your love life can improve. Because you got the sun card. Aquarius. Ooh, that popped right out. Ooh, Aquarius, you got the Magician. Okay, so you are manifestation, materialization. You're just pushing through, like just all the stops. Just very full of intellect, telepathic with your communication. Like people could start talking to you and you already know what they're going to say before they finish their sentences. Okay, I feel like right now you have all the tools in your toolbox. You got all the books in your backpack. It's like you are ready to go and no one can play with you. Like your magi is coming to the forefront. Possibly maybe you discovered another, you know, skill or trade or something that you have within you. It's like you're just pulling out the cards, okay, left and right. Even if you got to fake it till you make it. I feel as if this is like there's some type of power energy going on for you. Pisces. You got a heck of cards coming out. Pisces. Ooh, you have 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and 10 of Wands. So 3 of Cups could be some type of gathering or a union with multiple people coming in here, or with someone, or a long distance connection, or something coming together, just celebrating with people, coming together and doing something beautiful or grand or accomplishing something, and you feel really good about it. This is great. I feel as if this is like mutual support. You have teamwork. You have people around you, you know, you could be dancing, you know, moving. I hear music, you know, maybe you want to be with your person, okay, and just celebrating. I just feel like with 9 of Cups too, it's that fulfillment energy. You feel fulfilled with where you're at. Now it's only 9 cups, it's not 10, but you know, this could be your wish coming true. So some type of something that you've been, I don't know, manifesting could be coming true for you. I just feel like this happy energy. There's some type of victory that's coming in. Or you could achieve something. You could just feel gratitude. It could be that simple, you guys. But with this 10 of Wands here, It's like you put all your blood, sweat, and tears into something. Like you burned out dry. Like your gas tank is on EMPTY. Like you just really did something. You're not able to understand all the energy you put into something and where it's going, but you know it's for something. You are closing out a cycle. You are done with something. You're over it, finito. That's that number 10. Something that has to do with your duties, responsibilities, and obligations. Okay, you're just something was too intense, or it could have been too demanding, um, but the cycle is over now. So whatever you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, I feel like you went all out. You used all of your effort. It was like something you were obsessed with doing. Like you could have been obsessed with, I don't know, a new diet or changing a new habit or removing an old habit to gain a better one. You know, it's something that you just worked so hard for. You completed something. It's like passing the test. Okay. It's just like, I feel like, but you weren't able to rest though. This was a lot of work. It could be shadow work, inner work, healing work. It could be something. It could actually be actual work. It's like you had no room for failure and you put all your blood, sweat, and tears into it. You probably feel a little bit overloaded, but you did whatever it took to get there, to accomplish that goal. So kudos to you. All right, so that is your spread, you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Don't forget to go to my website, vixenafterdark.com, for your personalized reading and anything else that you need. Follow me on social media, and also click like if you got some love here. Comment down below. Let me know what your rising sign is, and comment a heart if you felt something out of this video and you learned something tonight. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button so you know when I go live again. All right, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.